After my divorce, I never even thought of myself as a sexual person until I met Renee. She's not much to look at. As a matter of fact, the first time I met him, I thought, those tiny little hands ain't getting anywhere near my body, pal.
Did you find the sunroof file, Patrice?
Huh? Oh, I just had it. Anyway, Renee has this thing about body hair. Oh, I'm sorry, Judge Gray. Am I going on and on about my personal life? You probably couldn't care less.
No. Of course I care about you, Patrice. I care about everyone who works with me.
It's just, I can't help but notice you never seem to reciprocate.
What do you mean?
I know very little about your personal life.
Oh. Well?
Well?
Judge Gray.
Not now.
Sorry. Actually, Patrice, I do need to talk to Donna for a moment. But thank you for all the great work that you did today. Except for the lost file, which you should find when you get a chance. Or sooner.
Well, you're really getting big, aren't you?
What's this?
See for yourself.
Do I know this person?
Seems Ian's been downloading smut on company time.
Donna, I am really not interested in anybody's personal life right now, especially Ian.
What about this? I followed Ian's cookies. Want to know how many times in the past month he signed on to anarchistguide.com? 37.
Well, I don't think that's against the law, Donna.
Well then, what if I told you he's been keeping extensive files on every judge, lawyer, and CSO in this building for the past 10 years?
He's insane.
And he's going down.
Lauren, you have a minute and a half.
Okay.
You went shopping this morning, Ma? Vincent's coming home today. I want it to be stocked up. He's coming home here? Where else would he go? He has an apartment. He can barely walk. Fine. It'll be like old times. I won't be able to take Lauren to soccer practice this afternoon. Why not? Because I'm picking up your brother. Great.
Why do you have to work every day?
So you can eat?
Charlie Wetzel's mom doesn't work at all. She stays home.
Yeah, well, maybe Charlie Wetzel's mom doesn't know how to do anything else. AP? All right, I am sure Charlie Wetzel's mom is a wonderfully talented human being.
She's a really good soccer coach.
There you go. Do you think Vincent would like cable? TV? I don't think we should be encouraging him to stay here for a long time. I mean, don't we want him to regain his independence?
Amy, I'm not sure you're the person who should be asking that question.
Hey, come on. You know what I mean. Let's go, Lauren.
Who's taking me to soccer practice?
It's a surprise.
Why not? The bastard deserves it.
Because it's an invasion of privacy. If we take this information to Judge Faraday, we're no better than Ian.
Oh, my God. You are so ethical.
Oh, believe me, I am not. I lie awake all night thinking about this, but it's just not right. But thanks anyway.
I've got a cousin in the mafia.
Donna.
I hear you.
Okay. Allison Nichols, Sasha Colvin, Marissa Boswick. You think this music teacher, Mr. Phil, molested all of them?
2 of them attended the preschool where he teaches. The other one, Allison Nivens, is his stepdaughter. There does seem to be a connection, at least on the surface.
Well, look, the Nevins case is under your jurisdiction. You handle it however you want. But my department and the East Hartford PD looked into the other 2 cases and weren't impressed, and neither was the DA. I'm sorry.
Maybe I'm not making myself clear, Detective. Phil Nevins has access to hundreds of children a week. Now, there is physical evidence that his stepdaughter has been molested.
Equivocal physical evidence.
And these other children indicated that this same man touched them inappropriately.
The Colvin girl's 3. The Boswick girl recanted. Neither case is under your jurisdiction, by the way.
I understand that this isn't the most clear-cut, easy case, but I'm asking you to take another look at it.
Sorry. Can't help you. We don't have the resources to go down this road again.
There are children's lives at stake.
You don't have to tell me that. I've been doing this job for 20 years. I know a dead case when I see one.
Your Honor, we're requesting that Monica Watkins be tried as an adult. Given the impulsivity and the recklessness of the act, and the fact that she's facing a 20-year prison sentence, if tried as an adult and convicted, we feel that she's a bad risk for bail.
And, Ms. Jackson, I take it you disagree.
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Monica Watkins is no danger to the public. She's a straight-A student with no prior record.
Well, she is accused of killing her child, Ms. Jackson. Her school record pales in comparison.
As the facts will reveal when the case is tried, Monica Watkins' actions in this tragedy were ironically maternal. She did not flush her newborn baby down the toilet or toss it into a dumpster. She sought to find an adequate caregiver by leaving the baby somewhere where she thought he'd be found. The steps of a church.
In freezing temperatures, hardly a safe environment for a baby.
Ms. Williams, you'll have your turn.
When the news of her baby's death was publicized, Monica Watkins then voluntarily surrendered. Okay. Personal recognizance is the only reasonable option for this young woman.
All right. I'm scheduling this case for a pretrial conference, and in the interim, I'd like Ms. Watkins placed under house arrest as a condition for her pretrial release. In addition, I'd like her to wear an electronic bracelet to monitor her movements and to check in with probation twice a week.
Judge Faraday wants to see you in his chambers.
What did you do, Donna?
Nothing. Honest.
Well, it's over. We won't have to worry about the long national nightmare of the Roseland preschool case.
Cops didn't go for it?
No. That case is not going anywhere. I guess Phil Nevins is one lucky guy.
Well, at least you tried.
Yes. Now I'm going to go and pick up my son and devote myself to his care, because I can. You see, Sean, everything works out in the end.
You can see why these things are uncomfortable for everyone involved. But they are a necessary evil. I've been charged with maintaining the highest ethical standards in our district. There was no way I could ignore such serious allegations. Anyway. Well, let me get to the point. I'm sure you'll be pleased to hear that after a thorough investigation, we've decided there was insufficient evidence to support the allegations of impropriety against you two. I think we can consider the entire matter closed.
That's it?
Yep. You're free to go about your lives and forget about all this unpleasantness.
Oh.
Thank you.
As always, it's good to know the system works.
I guess my mother was right. I did just blow over.
That's what you call it?
I mean, we were spared the full catastrophe.
So now I guess we're grateful.
No, we're just relieved.
Well, I was doing the high protein thing, but I got all bound up, and then I tried the low fat thing, but I gained a lot of weight. So now I'm just working on intuitive eating. I'm just letting my body tell me when I'm hungry and what I should eat. I went to a psychic nutritionist. Well, I guess you've probably never been on a diet in your life.
Patrice, tell the court we're recessed for another 10 minutes.
But we've already been recessed for an hour.
Just do it. It's good to know the system works. In what way does the system work?
I beg your pardon?
For the past 3 months, I have been subjected to the gross indignity and humiliation of knowing that the entire courthouse has had reason to speculate about my relationship with Mr. Van Exel. I have been damaged by this. My reputation, my very credibility has been diminished by this so-called investigation.
Well, we do the best we can to keep these matters private, Amy, but
not to mention the disruption in my courtroom when I lost my CSO and I had to start with somebody new and not nearly as competent. And all because one petty, miserable little man decided he didn't like me because I asked him to do his damn job. Now, what amazes me is how easy it was for him to get you all on board. I don't suppose gender or ethnicity had anything to do with it.
What do you want, Judge Gray?
I want my reputation back. I want my CSO back. And an apology would be nice. In writing.
It always happened at the bus stop. You wait till there were no grown-ups around, then you start calling us names, using the F word. If we didn't give Eli our money right away, he'd kick us in our... Can I say nuts? One time, he hit Danny in the face with his bike chain because Danny didn't have any money.
And how much money did you usually give to Mr. Grubbs?
$2.
He threatened to break their legs if they told anyone.
Your Honor, we object. Mr. Grubbs has pled guilty to larceny, not to assault with intent to maim.
Eli showed no amber on his knife and said he killed a dog with it.
I don't even own a knife, butt wipe.
That's enough, Mr. Grubbs. You may sit down. So, Mr. Grubbs, why did you take these boys' money?
They gave it to me.
Stand when you address the judge.
Look, it's not my fault they're wimps. All right? They wanted protection. It was their idea.
So you didn't regularly threaten Jacob and Danny and then assault them when they didn't give you their money?
Nope.
That's a total lie!
Settle down, Mr. Thacker. Mr. Beck, Mr. Grubbs may have pled guilty to larceny, but he could have been charged with extortion, armed robbery, or worse. These are serious charges. Do you want to add anything before I rule?
Your Honor, my client's parents have been in the middle of a contentious divorce for the last 6 months. He's under stress. If he and these boys have interpersonal issues, maybe we could mandate Mr. Grubbs use a different bus route.
Thank you, Mr. Beck, but I had a different notion. Young man, you have terrorized these young boys and created an unsafe environment on the bus. You are what we call, in legal terms, a bully, Mr. Grubbs, and I won't tolerate it. Yeah, before you find this so amusing, you should know that I'm committing you to DCF for 60 days.
Stand up, sir.
What?
Behind the back.
I don't believe this. I didn't even do anything. God.
Yeah, I understand you're upset, Mr. Grubbs. You should be. But I'm hoping the time served will be productive. I don't want to see you in this courtroom again. All right, this court is adjourned until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. And my chambers is in here. So, it's pretty cool, huh? Your old mom's really a judge.
Why were you so mean to that boy?
What boy?
The one who was crying.
I wasn't mean to him.
Is that guy gonna be mad at you now?
Well, Lauren, he hurt some other kids. He has to have consequences for his behavior.
What if he tries to hurt you?
He won't.
I guess you make a lot of people mad.
Yeah, I probably do.
Do you have to do this job every day?
Yeah, it's the kind of job you gotta do every day.
Oh.
Maxine, you make sure he does those exercises every day. Dr. Vargas said he could be jogging by Christmas if he's a good boy and sticks with the program.
I'll make sure he's a good boy.
No, don't baby him. That's not what he needs. He needs discipline.
Please, Nora, not in front of my mother.
Thank you.
That is fall already. I've forgotten what that feels like.
Charlie Wetzel's mom is the real mother.
I know.
Why can't you ever be the real mother?
You know why? It's because I work.
You never even drive for a field trip.
That is not true. Remember that time we went to the grocery store and we all stood around in the meat freezer?
It was kindergarten.
Well, next time you go on a field trip, just give me fair warning and I'll drive. Okay?
We're going to the pumpkin patch on Friday.
This Friday? I can't do it this Friday, sweetie, but I promise I will drive you on a field trip this year. Just give me a list or something.
Charlie Wetzel's mom drives on all the field trips. She has a van.
Yeah, well, I'd like to take a look inside Charlie Wetzel's mom's medicine cabinet.
Come on, ladies, let's go. Good job. Let's see you dribble.
Mom, they're already doing drills.
Okay, well, let's hustle.
I don't want to go. Everyone's going to be staring at me.
No, they won't. Come on, here, take your vest off. Okay, go.
Ladies, get your own balls. Come on. Oh, way to go, Jesse. Come on, keep your eye on the ball. All right, everybody, squirtle. All right, come on, ladies. Great job. Looking good. It's going to be a really long season.
Amy? Lolly?
Oh, my God. Lauren's yours?
You're Charlie Wetzel's mom?
Yeah.
Wow.
Does she always move around that much?
Oh, it's onions. Do you know what kind of music she likes? Led Zeppelin. Specifically, Houses of the Holy.
No kidding.
Yep. She's Mama's little metalhead.
Donna, maybe we should give Vincent a chance to get a little rest.
Okay, sure. Sorry.
Mom, I'm not tired. I've been lying in bed for the past 3 months.
Vincent, cable TV.
Whoa.
And the baby monitor.
What's that for?
Well, this is so that I can hear you, and if you need me, you don't have to holler.
Great idea, Maxine.
I have absolutely no masculinity issues with that at all.
What do you want to watch? Hey, 24-hour news?
Thanks.
There's the cooking channel.
Vincent walked up the stairs all by himself today.
Wow. Surgery channels. Seems to be some sort of facelift happening here.
Mom, I don't think anybody's watching.
Oh, look at this. The Wild Animal Channel. Some idiot wrestling an alligator. Good God. Oh, they have a channel for everything.
I think we've lost her.
Yeah.
Nonsense. You want mashed potatoes or scalloped?
I don't care.
I'll make both. Donna? Coming?
See you guys later.
Is Mom driving you crazy?
No, she's great.
No? How can you say that? Right.
What's Lolly doing these days?
Being a mom. I don't know. I haven't seen her since high school graduation when she and Janie Shooten got so stoned they fell off the bleachers. I guess I heard she got pregnant in college.
What's stoned?
It's a slang term for
grown-up talk. You forgot to carry the one.
I'm gonna give you your bottle now, Nettie. It's 50% soy formula and 50% distilled water.
Does he really understand what you're saying to him?
Oh, of course not. But the sound of my voice has meaning to him. Lets him know that I'm caring for him and considering his needs.
Let's see.
We read a book about it. It's changed the way we do everything.
I'm gonna have to get a babysitter, Mom. And I can't have my CSO chauffeuring Lauren every time you have stuff to do.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
I hate babysitters.
I can't imagine leaving Ned with a stranger.
It wouldn't be a stranger. It would be a babysitter.
What do you plan on doing with Ned when you go back to work, Jillian?
I've thought about not going back to work.
What?
Why not?
You want me to pick him up?
No, thank you, Donna. It's important that he learns to self-comfort.
When did you decide this?
Well, I haven't completely decided. Maybe he has a little gas.
Maybe he wants a babysitter.
He's fine.
I don't think it's a good idea, you being a full-time mom.
Why not?
Because you'd be insane, and you'd hate it, and we'd want to kill each other.
We're like that now.
We'd be like that more.
Peter, if Jillian wants to stay at home...
Mother, this is none of your business.
Well, I'm going to have a big problem with a babysitter. I can tell you that right now. I think that people who let paid employees raise their kids are asking for real trouble later on. No offense, Amy.
Jillian, I deal with abused kids all day long, and believe me, having a babysitter is not the worst thing that can happen to a kid.
Yes, it is. Remember Brenda?
Hey, Lauren, you're not in this. I'm not saying that I'm the expert on this.
Maybe Jillian's right. I mean, they are only babies for a little while. How could we hand them to someone who couldn't possibly love them as much as we do?
Oh, for God's sake, it's not brain surgery. Babies cry because they need to be held. Come on. It's okay. It's okay. Mom, why are these containers labeled AM snack, PM snack, light lunch, and heavy lunch?
They're for your brother. I just want to be sure he has something to eat while I'm at work.
And all these little glasses of juice.
Amy, I would do the same thing for you if you'd almost been blown up by a madman.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's people. Soylent Green is people.
Here, I'm late. Take this to your brother, so I won't have to kill him.
Why do you do this? You're so stupid, stupid, stupid. Oh, and let's not forget.
Breakfast from the Ayatollah. Shoes. Now. Thanks. What are your plans for the day?
Couple Jackie Chan movies in the New York Times.
Good. That should take you to lunch.
Now it's Wednesday. The puzzle's getting harder.
What does your editor say?
About what?
When he wants you back.
Whenever I'm ready. This is making you crazy, isn't it?
What?
The fact that I'm not crazy, just sitting here.
I just want to see you get well.
I am.
I mean, like before.
I wasn't all that well before. Amy, things are never going to be exactly the same.
I'd settle for similar.
No, you wouldn't.
Judge Gray! Judge Gray, it's okay. I'll wait. Don't run. He's back. He's back. Bruce. It's not that I dislike Patrice, although she is an unctuous snob with a mean streak a mile long. I just like the way Bruce runs a courtroom.
Patrice, if you found my job performance dissatisfactory, Judge Gray, I wish you would have told me.
I think I better...
Patrice.
I have never been fired before. I worked for Judge Dinkelspiel until the day he died.
You're not being fired. You're being transferred.
To Judge Salinger's court. I hate Judge Salinger.
Well, I'm sorry, Patrice. I had no idea. Look, Bruce Van Exel was my first CSO, and I feel very comfortable with him. We have a kind of, shorthand.
Yes, so I've heard.
I haven't heard about a grandmother.
Are you Maxine Gray?
Is she willing to take him or not? Excuse me, just a moment. Yes, I'm still here. All right. Well, let me know about it by the end of today. Now, who are you?
Harriet Stewart. I understand you're handling the Roseland preschool case.
Well, I was, but there doesn't seem to be much of one left. Remind me of how you're involved.
Do you remember a little girl named Marissa Boswick?
The 5-year-old who recanted him.
I'm sorry to bother you, but I can't seem to find anyone else who will tell me what's going on. My social worker told me to talk to you.
I don't understand, Miss...
Stewart.
Stewart. Sit down. Why do you have a social worker?
Because of Marissa. I'm her foster mother. I thought you knew that.
Marissa is in the system?
Since she was 2. I want to adopt her. I was trying to do something good by sending her to Roseland. They gave her a scholarship and everything. I know something happened to her at that school, Miss Gray. She recanted her story because she was scared. Can you help me?
Maybe. Maybe.
All rise.
There's been a scheduling change. First up is the Watkins change of plea.
A hello might be nice.
The Grover paternity case has been continued until tomorrow. Hello.
All right. I have accepted the defendant Monica Watkins' change of plea in this case, and I'm aware that the parties have an agreed upon recommendation for my consideration.
That is correct.
Your Honor, as a part of the agreement, the state has dropped its initial request to have Miss Watkins tried on the crime of manslaughter as an adult.
Okay, Miss Watkins, before I'm going to accept your plea, I have to make sure that you understand the significance of the legal rights that you're giving up. How old are you?
15.
And have you taken any medication for any condition that might affect your ability to understand what I'm saying to you?
No.
Okay. Now, in giving up the right to a trial, you are giving up the right to cross-examine and to tell your side of the story. In admitting to this offense, you are, in fact, testifying against yourself and giving up the right against self-incrimination, the right to remain silent, and the right to a trial. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. And you understand what you've been accused of. You're admitting to the offense of manslaughter. Are you responsible for the death of your baby?
Yes.
Why?
I left him out in the cold. I thought someone would find him, but they didn't.
Right, I understand that, but I'm just wondering why you thought that was your only option.
I was so scared. I didn't tell anyone I was pregnant because I knew that my dad would be really disappointed in me. I thought that if I went to one of those clinics, they'd call my parents. I didn't know what else to do. And then later, afterwards, I just wanted someone else to take care of it. The church seemed like a place where people like babies. I don't know why nobody found him. I put him right there on the front steps. I wrapped him in the Afghan that my grandma made me for Christmas. Somebody should have seen him. I didn't want him to die. I just didn't want to have a baby.
Ms. Watkins, has anyone forced you or pressured you to change your plea in this case?
No. No.
Okay. Well, at this point, I will accept the defendant's change of plea in this case, having found that she has made her decision voluntarily without threat or coercion. We'll reconvene this first thing tomorrow morning to continue the sentencing hearing in this case. Okay. So what is it?
What?
What's the problem?
I don't know what you're talking about.
How about the fact that you haven't said more than 2 words to me all day?
I'm sorry. What did you want me to say?
Glad to be back, or thanks would be a good start.
I gotta go, Judge Gray.
Bruce, wait. I don't understand this. I just wanted things back the way they were. I thought you wanted the same thing.
Well, it's not like anyone ever asked me now, is it?
Well, you don't want to work with Judge Salinger. He's an idiot.
How do you know what I want?
I know at the very least you want to be treated with respect.
What, do you think it's any more empowering to be ordered back to your courtroom than to be taken out of it? Right.
Don't push the ball with your foot. Kick it.
Right defense.
Center the
Good
ball.
try, team.
Come on, ladies.
What are you guys called again?
Firebolts of the universe.
Nice try. Fire bolts of the universe.
Okay, ladies, let's go. Hey, all right, shake it off.
God.
Back in the game. Come on.
Mom, they're creaming us.
No, you guys are doing great.
Janelle, come on. The ball is that way.
Go get it. Go get it. Don't just sit there. Get the damn ball.
Mr. Pratt, no coaching from the sidelines, please.
Okay, come on, you guys.
This coach is a disaster. These kids don't know the first thing about this game. She's not even telling them when they're screwing up.
Come on, they're only 7 years old.
And so?
So they don't need to be berated by a coach or anybody else.
Well, maybe that's why we're the worst team in the league. These kids couldn't win a game if their lives depended on it.
Hey, that's the spirit. Yeah!
That's why they shouldn't have women coaches. They don't know the first thing about competition.
Janelle, we'll fix your hair later.
Oh, really? And what do you know about coaching?
Well, I know you've got to instill the competitive spirit.
Why? So that they can make an idiot of themselves someday at their kid's soccer game?
You know what? I'm just a dad trying to spend a little quality time with my kid.
Quality time? If this is your idea of quality time, Mr. Pratt, I would start your kid's therapy fund now.
Hey.
Yeah!
Who are you to talk about my kid? What makes you such an expert on parenting? This is the first game I've even seen you at.
And what are you, the hall monitor? How many games I come to is none of your business.
Oh, it
Every
is.
day I see guys like you. Use and control sons of bitches who would rather destroy your family than admit when they are completely lost.
That's enough. Come on.
You're a piece of work, lady. You know that?
I'll never be able to show my face on that soccer field again.
Oh, come on, Amy.
I was a lunatic. I looked like I needed to be sedated.
Well, there was hardly any foam around your mouth. Oh. Look, it needed to be said. Curtis Pratt is an ass, and everybody knows it.
I don't normally go around picking fights with strange men. I just having an off day. I got Lawrence with her father tonight. I mean, I didn't mean that.
Sure you did. I don't blame you.
It's just so hard when you work because you have to stop being professional and then start being a mom. And that sounded really condescending. I didn't mean that. I mean, you being a stay-at-home mom, I'm sure you're great at it.
Amy, by the end of the day, I practically hate my kids. If Nick didn't come home from work at 6, I'm pretty sure they'd all be dead by now.
But you're having all that quality time. You're doing art projects and driving them on field trips.
Yeah, but what good does it do? It's not like they respect me more for staying at home. They're not coming up to me saying, hey, thanks for being there, Ma. I mean, face it. They grow up, they think you're stupid, and then they move away. But at least when your kids come home to hit you up for money, you'll have some.
Okay, your lunch is in your backpack, and your homework is in your folder.
Can I have $1 for the drink machine?
I only have change.
Do you think Aunt Joanne would let me bring the baby for show and tell sometime?
I doubt it. Hey, Lauren. Do you know why I work?
To make money so you can buy clothes and toys for me and send me to college one day.
Right, that's one reason. But I also work because I love my job. I get to help mommies and daddies and kids all day long, and it makes me feel good. And one day, I hope you have a job that makes you feel just as good.
What's black and white and red all over?
What?
A zebra with a sunburn. Do you think that's funny?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Hi, baby. This has not been an easy case. I've struggled over what is fair in these circumstances. While this was clearly an impulsive act on the part of an immature adolescent, I cannot ignore the fact that a baby is dead. Hundreds of babies are dumped every year because little girls like Monica Watkins are not prepared to be mothers. Being a parent is an awesome, sometimes terrifying responsibility. Most of us just try to do the best we can. The best Monica Watkins thought she could do was to wrap her baby in a blanket and place him on the steps of a church where he died of exposure. I think we can all agree that she failed as a mother. Her best wasn't good enough. But do we lock her up until she's an adult because of that failure? Ms. Watkins, could you please stand? I'm committing you to Long Lane for 4 years. However, I am suspending that sentence, and I'm placing you on probation until the age of 18. During that period of probation, you are to serve 500 hours of community service at a local daycare center.
Your Honor, we agreed to drop our request to try her as an adult, subject to her agreement to committed juvenile time.
Well, I understand your frustration, Ms. Williams, but respectfully, I'm not bound by that agreement. And while I note your objection to the sentence I have just imposed, I do stand by it. Ms. Watkins, you are also to participate in long-term therapy as deemed appropriate by probation. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
You said the Roseland thing was over.
Marissa Boswick is in the foster care system. She's one of ours. That means we have 2 linked sexual abuse allegations involving Phil Nevins under our jurisdiction. Now we can really start. If we get enough hard evidence, the police are going to have to revisit.
And you're going to take that on?
Yes, I am.
Won't that put you back in the trenches?
Temporarily.
What about your son?
One of the best things that I did for my children when they were young was go to work and give them a break from me. I believe that rule still applies.
Okay.
What are you doing up? What's wrong?
Onions. I'm chopping.
Why?
I wanted to make an omelet.
But you don't cook, and you shouldn't be up.
I'm fine. It's kind of fun. This cooking thing. I never thought about it before. All these colors and smells, textures. It's like 3-dimensional art.
You want a 3-dimensional beer?
No, thanks. I don't want to lose my edge.
What did you do today?
Watched a pretty good movie. Good Will Hunting. You ever see that one?
Vincent, we sat together. We laughed so hard they almost threw us out of the theater.
We did?
Yes! You said Matt Damon had more moles than the KGB.
I know it's kind of sappy and sentimental, but there's a little bit of wisdom in that.
No, there wasn't.
Maybe I'm not as critical as I used to be. My standards are lower.
Yeah, all part of the brain damage, I'm sure. You're scaring me.
Amy, I came very close to dying. Did you think that wouldn't have an impact on me? I keep on telling you this, but you never seem to hear me. I'm not the same person.
And I don't know what you mean by that. You've lost your taste in movies? You don't like beer anymore? What about ambition? You still have that?
Not the way you're thinking about it. I don't care if I ever won the Pulitzer Prize.
Yeah, right.
Name the person who won it this year.
Jhumpa Lahiri.
Last year. that drive for external validation. If that's ambition, then yeah, I suppose that's gone. I finally get it. Everything is an inside job. I can't control the universe. I can only control my reaction to it.
You've been watching Oprah?
No.
The Learning Channel?
It's just something I knew.
Oh, don't do this to me. But people say this kind of thing in between deodorant commercials. They don't actually live this way. Vincent, it's nonsense. There are things we can control, and we should control.
Like jobs and children? Has that worked for you? If it has, then hey, keep on doing it. This is my epiphany. You know what? On second thought, I'll take that beer.
Oh, thank God.
Hello, is this Rebecca Nevins? Miss Nevins, I'm Maxine Gray with the Department of Children and Families in Hartford. How are you tonight? Good. Miss Nevins, are you the Rebecca Nevins who was formerly married to Philip Nevins? You are. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
Here's the thing. Since you transferred, my courtroom has been a disaster. I'm drowning in paperwork, I can't get through my cases, and I haven't had a good laugh in ages. It's just not a lot of fun.
Do you want to come inside?
No. What I have to say will only take a minute. You are the best CSO there is, Bruce. And selfishly, that's why I wanted you back in my courtroom. I'm sorry I didn't ask you what you wanted. The past 3 months have been profoundly unsettling for both of us, and I certainly understand if you feel the need to move on. I will support you in whatever you want to do. That's it. I'm gonna go now.
Judge Gray. Thank you.
That thank you? Is that thank you and I want to come back? Or, look, forget I said that. Just decide what you want and let me know.
Coming up next on TNT's Prime Time in the Daytime. Will a teenager be found guilty when a classmate is killed? Don't miss the drama of Judging Amy. Next on TNT.